our homes, our livelihoods, our dignity. Our children have been denied education for decades. Their futures are stolen before they could even begin. Education is the foundation of any nation, the key to rebuilding a better tomorrow. Yet, it was taken from us. We have seen how educated youth of countries like Bangladesh became the driving force of progress and development. Our young people too could help rebuild Myanmar if only they are given the chance to learn, to live in safety, and to grow with dignity in their own homeland. But instead, our educated youth and professionals were threatened, persecuted, and forced to flee. Many sought refuge in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, and beyond. Today, too many of them survive on the streets, in detention centers, or in conditions of despair, living a life of waiting, not belonging, longing for the day they can return home, as others in the world freely do. True compensation must heal these wounds by restoring education and hope for our next generation. Finally, we expect international responsibility. For nearly 8 years, Bangladesh has shouldered the burden of hosting over 1 million of us. The international community must share the responsibility by supporting both refugees and host communities, ensuring continued humanitarian assistance, and praising Myanmar for a safe and dignified repatriation process. Honorable guests and my fellow brothers and sisters, compensation and reparation are not a favor of charity. They are our rights. What we seek is simple: justice for the crimes committed against us, restoration of our citizenship and legal rights, return of our lands and property, support to rebuild our lives and futures, and recognition of our dignity and identity. If these are fulfilled, we will not only regain our homes, we will also regain our place as equal human beings in this world. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This is our last speaker of first section. Next section, our moderator Lucky will be lead. In a few hours, the limit time. Now, I would like to invite our next final speaker, Anis Khan. He will explain about the Rakhine community role in Rakhine administration and Myanmar authority for the Rohingya repatriation and reintegration of the Rohingya society in Arakan of Burma. As you know that in our country, the Rakhine community, the administration of the Rakhines and the Myanmar authority need to cooperate with the Rohingya community for their rehabilitation. I would like to invite our speaker to present.
Thank you so much, dear moderators and organizers. Honorable people of Bangladesh, respected officers, esteemed officials, distinguished guests from around the world. Honorable media representatives and my dear Rohingya brothers and sisters, may peace and blessings be upon all of you. I stand before you today not only as a Rohingya youth, but as a voice for an entire community, a community that has lived for centuries in Arakan, a land we know as our home, yet one from which we have been forcibly uprooted. The Rohingya are not outsiders to Myanmar history. We are a part of it. Yet, for decades, we have been systematically excluded, denied citizenship, and made to feel like strangers in our birthplace. Now, as we speak of reintegration, we must also speak of responsibility. To return home as equals, our Rakhine Buddhist neighbors must take the courageous step of rejecting hatred and choosing peace. We must rebuild trust, not with words alone, but through the action. This begins in everyday life. In a school where Rohingya and Rakhine children learn together. In markets where we trade and work side by side. In communities where we share joys and burdens alike. We urge Rakhine monks, teachers, and community leaders to speak out against hate speech, to promote understanding, and to guide people toward peaceful coexistence. Rakhine and Rohingya are not enemies. We are not competitors. When there is division, both communities suffer. When there is unity, both can thrive. Reconciliation must not wait. It must begin the very moment we return. Reintegration cannot happen without the support of local authorities. The Rakhine administration must open the door to equality. This means ending all discrimination in employment, education, healthcare, and land rights, restoring citizenship documents to those who have been unjustly stripped of legal identity, protecting Rohingya property, and ensuring freedom of movement for all. Governments must be inclusive, transparent, and accountable. Local councils must include Rohingya representatives so that every voice is heard and decisions reflect the needs of all. There must be no segregation in schools. Every child deserves the same opportunity to learn and to dream together. Ultimately, the Myanmar government holds the key to our return and reintegration. It must recognize the Rohingya as an ethnic group and restore full citizenship. It must pursue justice for crimes committed, not only as a legal responsibility, but as a moral one. Rohingya still trapped in IDP camps must be allowed to return to their original lands with citizenship, compensation, and meaningful support to rebuild their lives. Never again should the military be used as a tool of persecution. Instead, we call for neutral, peacekeeping forces to protect all civilians, regardless of ethnicity. Myanmar must also engage actively with the UN, ASEAN, OIC, EU, and Bangladesh to ensure that repatriation is voluntary, safe, and dignified, not forced or symbolic, but meaningful and lasting. Reintegration is not just about returning people to houses. It is about restoring dignity, rebuilding trust, and creating a society where no child grows up hearing that they do not belong. We, the Rohingya, are not asking for privilege. We are simply asking to live as equal, without fear and with the chance to contribute to the peace and prosperity of Arakan. Let our children grow up in a land where the word neighbor means friend, not enemy. Let our future be one where the word Rohingya means not refugee, but proud citizen of Myanmar. If our Rakhine brothers, neighbors, local administration, and national authorities take these rules seriously, then together we can build a future in justice, equality, and shared humanity. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, our speaker. I think equal fairness is matter for the Rohingya repatriation. We feel discriminated. We feel everywhere like the subhuman being. It is the matter they have to accept our identity, our ethnicity. It is the must, I think. Now I would like to invite one of our very senior, the elderly, the person who is called Sayyidullah. He is from the camp, 19, he was also the former chairman of his village. I would like to invite, please, welcome. Yeah, on a cover, I on our language later, over the Arab, English later, tomorrow, on a one of the
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Orang bikin pala tu nanti. Aja haru pala. Ara dah era sih. Asta betul surai juga. Justru tu kau kerana khonja guri ara Bangladesh kusum guri ekki. তো যখন আজকে আর এত আষ্ট বছর ফুরাই গিয়ে গই আর যদি আর দেশ জায়গা বলি হলকান কিছু করি নেওয়ার দিয়ে আনলা বলে আর বেশিটা চিন্তার মাঝে আছি কেন দেশ দিয়ে আন্দাজ ইনসান বলি যত দেশ দিয়ে দেখা মাখা আছে আল্লাহ তালা যাতে দেশ ব্যক্তিও দিয়ে তার আর কোনো খসুরি যারা আর তুই যারা বললে বলি আর যাদের সরকারের আছে হলকান জিম্মেদারি মাঝে নাই বলি আর তাম্মে তত্ত্ব যাতে দুলু করি আর এমনি দুর্বাজি দিয়ে মগর দুনিয়া ভিত্তি আর কেনা করি বাবা নিটা করো না বেশি জরুরি
It has been 8 years we came to Bangladesh and we suffered and we have lost. The international community saw what we have been going through, but there is no still action against this, and the international community should think what is right for us.
अरे तुरम्मजे कहना बक्कीरे तुम्हारा मेहरबानी करी आरा मामलान और आरा दशरम मत आरा हम लोग यार जायगारीवान अच्छो तो माने मुर्बियों को जेडून दशुत्ते अच्छो बांग्लादेश में मुर्बियाना करी यार सुंदर करी मेहरबानी करी आरा दशरम तारा जायगारी वो हम लोग यार के तुम्हारा गुरी दिया बोले आशा करी आरा तुम्हारा किधर से अंदाज मागी अल्लाह ये जाते तुम्हारा खाई करो
We are demanding and asking support to all from our distinguished and representatives and their delegates from all over the world here today. Please help us to go back to our country, and God bless all of you.
Okay, thank you. I would like to invite Lucky Karim for our next moderator to moderate our next few sections. I think she is not there. I would like to invite our next speaker on behalf of her, Mr. Shujauddin Karimuddin. I would like to invite you. He is a Rohingya human rights activist and founder of Alum Initiative and Education Advocacy Movement, working with displacement and marginalized community. He has dedicate his life to employing the voice of Rohingya people, promoting justice, building opportunity for the refugee youth through education, leadership, and community empowerment. I would like to invite you, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kenaso bayukol bayunokol. Miyamol gunot ka job ito muskil or wala kador ko job ito ito. Thank you very much, Kukimau, and dignitaries and the attendees here. I would have said it is a privilege to be here. But unfortunately, I'm representing a people who are described as the most persecuted people in the world. I can't say I'm privileged to represent them here today. But I'm hoping that one day, not me, but the deserving leadership of Rohingya community who represent them, the Rohingya people from the land of Rohang, from their ancestors' land, one day they will proudly represent themselves and the people, inshallah. We have heard today, a lot of our brothers and sisters have shared their experience and what had happened to them, to their people, well, my people. And I'm not going to repeat that for sure. But I think I would like to address, as you can see, I'm not prepared with my speech today, but I think I would like to say what everybody wants to say, but not saying because they are too political, or maybe politically not correct, or maybe they want to be too diplomatic. I would like to say, you know, we are a victim of genocidal regime and victim of a very neo-Nazi racist type of people, Rakhine, AA. And AA is a neo-Nazi organization, you must understand this. AA do not want, not Rohingya, but anyone who differs them, who's different, they do not want them in the land. And now you also must remember, this is not a historical conference or debate, but, and we might have another forum for history, debate history and geography and all that, but Rohingyas are not what, as they claim, a rival to Arakan. Rohingyas are the son of Arakan, son of Rohang. Rohingyas are the people of Rohang. The Rohingyas are, if you look at the history, they are far more ahead of arrival of Arakan, historically. And we are not saying Rakhines, because they arrived later, they don't deserve to live there. We are very, what do you call it, kind people. Rohingyas are generally very kind people. We are very welcoming as well. We will welcome all of you as well to our land when we have our land freed from this genocidal regime that is leading the Myanmar now, and also the AA, who is occupying the land temporarily, I hope, because we are going to liberate our own land. Isn't it, brothers and sisters? Yes, yes, thank you. Oh, on that note, I would like to say, what do we need for repatriation? What do we need for safety? What do we need for sustainable, what was the word? Sustainable repatriation. What kind of security we need? The kind of security we need is to empower our own people to be the protector of our people. That's all we need. That is what we actually, but we're not going to ask that. We're going to do that, inshallah. But please allow us to do that. Do not label us something else. We were massacred in 2012, and we were overlooked. The massacre was overlooked in the name of promoting fragile democracy in Myanmar. The international community said, no, we have to be very diplomatic. We have to give space to Myanmar democracy. And that led to 2017 mass atrocities. Because we did not react at the time this mass massacre was committed against us. That led to 2017. Now 2017 led to 2024 because we want to promote revolution in Myanmar against the genocidal military. In promoting revolution, we will not talk about AA's atrocities. AA is far worse than Myanmar government. AA is far more dangerous and toxic for the peace and security of the region here. That needs to be noted. I'm sorry I can't be very diplomatic because I have to speak the truth. The truth is, this is our right. A people who has faced genocide, who has lived there for not centuries but for millennia, please do not confuse Islam, arrival of Islam in Arakan and Rohingyas history. Arrival of Islam in Arakan was probably around 1200 years, but the existence of Rohingya in Arakan, in Rohang, was 2000 years, maybe more, in time immemorial. They are indigenous people of Arakan. Please do not confuse with this, because whenever we say Rohingya Muslim, yes, alhamdulillah, majority of us are Muslim, but we have Hindus too, we have other religions too. Rohingya as a race should not be confused or mingled with the arrival of Islam. Bangladesh is a nation. I don't know what religions there were before, Hindus, Buddhists, maybe Zoroastrians, maybe many other things. But arrival of Islam has blessed them with Islam. But the people did not change. The ethnicity did not change with the arrival of a religion. The Rohingyas did not change with the arrival of Islam to the land. Well, the point, to be precise, what do we need is we need to exercise, we need the UN, the given right to us, that is, what is the word? Self-determination, and many have uttered this word. Self-determination and safe zone under the mechanism of UN, R2P, that needs to be established. Safe zone must be established and empower the Rohingya population to govern their own nation, to provide security to their own nation, and help. What we would like is your support in doing that, because it would not be sustainable, even not fair, to ask a people to live under a people who has been planning for, even pre-independent, to wipe out entire nation from their own land. And if you ask me, I don't know what example to give. For example, if you ask, Holocaust victim under Nazi government, I can hear everyone is quiet, but this is a question I want to ask. Would that be fair to ask? I don't believe so. Therefore, I would like to request to my own people as well that self-determination and I will be a minute. Thank you. Thank you. I got your signal. But let me be clear. We, for example, we are the citizen of the land. We don't need to ask anybody. The Bangladeshi did not ask citizen from anybody. Because they liberated their land, their citizenship was granted for them. And likewise, we need to liberate our land. We need to claim our land. We need to claim our land the way everybody else claimed. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And safe zone is very, very important. Thank you very much. I hope you got my lesson. I'm sorry, my...
Okay, thank you, our speaker. I would like to hand over our next program. We have only 30 minutes for the Lucky. Welcome.
Thank you all. I know it's been a long time already, and thank you so much.